there, JosieCat79 here once again with another trailer reaction. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there, to lovely couples, and happy Single Awareness Days to all of you who are probably still looking or choose to live alone. But okay, that out of the way, today marks a very special day because this is the second look at the upcoming HBO Max original Zack Snyder's Justice League, which is a redo of Justice League from 2017, which, if you follow the history of that, you know that there was a lot of production problems behind the scene before tragedy struck and he had to leave the project, and other people were brought in to finish the film, which was received okay, but a lot of people felt off, and they felt that they were truly robbed of the vision that Zack was setting up with Man of Steel and Batman vs. Superman. Very divisive films that tackle very unique takes on beloved characters like Superman and Batman and the like. And it was what kickstarted this whole DC universe, which was brought up after Marvel showed a lot of success with their Phase 1 films leading up to Avengers. And this came out afterward as a competition, and it kind of, your mileage may vary depending on what you look for in these films. I myself have been okay with the DCEU. There's some films where I had to come around, like Suicide Squad and Man of Steel, where I watched some films that I was lukewarm at back then, where I go like, that's actually pretty good. And there's some that I really liked. I look back and go like, yeah, that probably could have been executed better. But enough with the preamble. The new trailer, they've been teasing this for the last few days, pretty intensely, and they've shown new visuals that are like very shocking and very surprising. They've paid $70 million to finish this, so let's see how this all turned out. All right, then, let's pull it up and see what we have in store. We have no idea what to expect, so here we go. There's Superman.
The bell's been rung. Out in the dark, among the stars.
Scream heard around the world.
Dead.
I had a dream. Almost like a premonition. I think there's an attack coming.
My lord, this world will fall.
I need warriors. I'm building an alliance to defend ourselves.
How do you know your team's strong enough? If you can't bring down the charging bull, then don't wave the red cape at it.
You were sent here for a reason. And even if it takes you the rest of your life, find out what that reason is.
They said the age of heroes would never come again.
It will. It has to.
We live in a society where honor is a distant memory. Isn't that right, Batman?
They actually got the sucker to say that thing. Alright, so there was some new visuals there. Yeah, there's some new things that really, show that this is definitely a different project. I saw a few things in there that reminded me of the theatrical cut we saw of Justice League. I know people are saying it's a different movie. We saw also in the other trailer there's some storylines that went in different places, but there were a few things that did remind me of it. So it shows you that the structure was followed, just the way it was executed was different, and people are hoping that maybe this time around it'll actually be more fulfilled with all the added content, because if you look at something like, say, the theatrical cut of Batman vs. Superman and say that kind of felt incomplete, you watch the ultimate cut and it fills in some of those holes. For some people that doesn't really answer all their problems with it, but most people will argue that the theatrical cut is probably not as good as the Ultimate Cut. The Ultimate Cut is the preferred way to watch BVS, so maybe for some people, the Ultimate Zack Snyder Justice League will be the best way to watch that movie. But like I said, I think they're gonna do more with the Nightmare, because you see Jared Leto's Joker makes a comeback. That's supposed to be the big old thing at the end, because a lot of new stuff we already saw in those little teases on the way, like Black Suit Superman and Darkseid, and we see Steppenwolf's a little more violent around this time around. He's still being played by Syria and Haim, so I guess it's more of a model thing than a performance thing. So we'll see how Steppenwolf works out. But yeah, this just reminded me a lot of what I saw in the 2017 version, just with the original color palette restored, which is probably how it's supposed to be. So I think since it's going to be 4 hours, the first 2 hours will be a lot like what we saw in the other cut of Justice League, but with Zack's original footage restored. So we're not going to have none of that funny Henry Cavill mustache gate stuff going on. So yeah, this looks to be like a definitely different take, but not too drastically different until we get to like the Nightmare stuff with the new actor footage, like Jared Leto and other people they brought in that weren't involved in the old Justice League. This is probably going to be part of Zack's grander plan, because ever since the Falling Out, he's been talking about how he had this plan for a huge arc that would eventually culminate in a finale that would like blow the lids off everything on the DCEU, but he never got to finish that due to the way Justice League splintered off into a different path, and Aquaman and every movie since then has kind of gone on their own thing for this world of DC. So, and he did say recently that it looks like Warner Brothers isn't really that hungry for a Zack Snyder Justice League 2 to continue his plan. But then again, he did also admit that he never expected to be here making this version. So, never say never, as they say. So, if this ends up being like a really big hit and ends up, really restoring faith in the DCEU and Zack's vision for it, then maybe we could see more movies down this plot line. We could probably see Jared Leto make a full return as the Joker. We could probably see more Henry Cavill as Superman, even though right now there's already a Superman project being done with J.J. Abrams producing, so we'll see how that one goes. It's kind of funny because he has history before with him. But anyway, this trailer was pretty good. Didn't really get my hype level up like, say, the GVK trailer, but then again, that comes from me being a Godzilla fan. But we'll see where we are in a month, because, like they said, they would, just like BVS opened up with the Battle of Metropolis from a different point of view, it looks like we're going to be getting a different point of view of the death of Superman from BVS in this one. So, that's the trailer. That's my reaction. Probably not as effusive as my GVK reaction, but again, I am interested in seeing how this goes. A lot of people vouched for this, a lot of people pushed for this, and who knows, maybe I might change their mind on a movie that was pretty okay to turn into a great movie with this new vision restored, this going around, because as George Lucas famously said, he heard someone once say that movies are never finished, they're only abandoned, and rather than live with his abandonment, he got the chance to go back and fix it. So Zack now has that chance. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. So March 18th, I believe, was the date. We'll see about then. And that's my reaction. Don't think I 79 signing off. Thank you. And have a good one. Happy Valentine's Day.